Going, going, going. Hey! Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome to Jacqueline Valdez Live. I'm super excited to be here today. So we are going to be talking about some fun stuff, acting, storytelling, and bringing characters to life with our fabulous guest. Welcome, Arnold Horn.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Yes, of course. So how are you doing this evening?
Doing great. Doing
Yeah,
wonderful. It's a beautiful day outside, so got some time to spend in the sun, so beautiful. Doing great.
nice. I know, and I'm so excited and so honored that you're here today to have this lovely conversation and just to get to know you better.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Of course. So tell us a little bit about your journey, just in the whole acting industry and how it started and where you're going. You have so much exciting stuff happening right now.
Yeah, yeah. Not sure where we're going yet, but started when I was about 7. Got pushed into doing public speaking by my mom, and I just loved being in front of the people. And ever since that, just developed into monologues and plays and theater, and then radio drama, and then went to Cape Town, started working in the industry, finally moved over to the US, came out to study first, and then eventually about 3 years ago, a little bit more than 3 years ago, made the big move to come up to LA.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
So exciting. Such a huge transition.
Yeah, it was a big move, but we were young, still excited and full of life, so willing to do it, and it paid off. I wouldn't change a thing.
I love that so much for you. And you've stayed authentic to yourself and you've really just stayed so humble and so kind. Along the journey, I'm sure there were some struggles and there were some challenges. What did you do to help you stay committed to your dream?
Um, Well, I am religious. I'm a Christian, so definitely God was, I think, the main root behind all of it.
Right.
This is His plan for my life. I had a dream when I was 10 years old, and I vividly remembered the dream and woke up excited and told my parents that I saw the Hollywood sign and I want to go to Hollywood.
Oh,
um, so ever since then, this has just been uh, my dream, His dream given to me, and I'm just going after wherever He's taking me. And my parents, my family has been an amazing rock and foundation to just keep me grounded and keep me motivated. Down days, it's a video call away, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it today, and they're like, keep going. So
wow.
family and a good support group, and then God definitely
It
behind
makes such
all
a
of it.
huge difference to have that support system and to have people that you can trust and that you can count on and that really just keep you humble and keep you in line.
Yep. Yep. Family is good for that too. They keep you humble as well. They keep you grounded.
Yeah, that's so true. What would you tell your younger self?
Um, don't be too hard on yourself. There's a quote that Daniel Ricciardo is like a Formula One driver. He says like, enjoy the butterflies, enjoy the ups and the downs, enjoy the journey, like enjoy all of it. And I think at some points I missed too much in like enjoying it because I was too hard on myself in the downs. I was too critical about not getting there or failing or whatever. Instead of
Yeah,
that's just another learning curve. So enjoy it. It's gonna pass too, and the wind's coming, and that's gonna be great too. But you have to take the losses as well.
I
Enjoy
love
the journey.
it's so true. I always tell people that too. It's all about the journey and getting there and just really soaking it in and having that faith and having that upper hand that really almost guides you. It's like you're a vessel and you're just fulfilling what your passion and what your purpose is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that so much. So you played Jericho in The Kiss of the Pirate King. What drew you to that role, and what has portraying this character taught you as an actor?
Um, what drew me to the role. It was an interesting story.
Yeah.
A great script, and then I was a little skeptical at first, thinking it was a pirate. It's gonna be strange, and we did the table read, and
Yeah.
everybody else was magnificent. Like the rest of the cast, just in the table read, could pick up that they're awesome and dedicated to this craft, and so that also drew me to the project. And playing the character itself, just being out there and having the freedom to be such a different character, like so out of the box, which means that you have to really play it outside of the box. You have to go out there and really be a pirate and high pipe the guys and get an R in there and all of those things,
Right.
which is fun, it challenges you every now and then to just step outside of what you were taught and what you would learn, like learn from all the universities and everything. Just break outside a bit of it and feel what you want to do and just go for it. This pirate script kind of allowed for that a little bit, because you're on a ship, there's no boundaries, there's no right and wrong. It's
I love that. Just go for it.
yeah, exactly.
It helps you explore to be a different personality too. How do you
Yeah.
keep yourself grounded and not let the work get to you when it is like an intense role?
Once again, my religion and God, like I tend to, after a long day, I tend to come and sit out on the balcony and just have
Nice.
a reflective moment, a couple of minutes of just sitting and thinking about everything that happened in that day and all the moments that I thought I had control over and some of the moments that I didn't have control over but played out well and why it panned out well and
Mm.
just thinking in gratitude of everything that happened during the day and trying to take that into the next day. And then if I have to play a character that's very far removed from who I am as an individual, that also gives me just a second to remove myself a bit from who that the character is and come back to who I am again.
I love that. Then that's such you're dropping words and gems here is really just finding that gratitude and finding that centering and then just, learning from what you've done for the day and taking that reflection.
Absolutely. You think you've learned it all, but literally to me, it feels like every day on set, there's a scene where I've prepared it multiple times before and we've rehearsed it and whatever, but the moment we do it, something just happens that just felt so good, and then you have to go take a moment and was like, what happened there? Why was that so enjoyable? What
Mm.
clicked in that moment?
I love that
Yeah.
so much. Yeah. What tip would you give a young actor who's wanting to step into the industry?
Um, very important. I think it's very important is to have a good base of who you are before you start playing a bunch of other people.
Mm.
Because it's very quick to get lost in all of those characters. And we see it all around of a lot of people getting lost in some of their characters. And that's end up costing them a lot more than just money and all of that. Like it's life changing sometimes to some individuals. So it's very important to have a good base and be grounded in who you are, and that also gives you a good foundation to start playing other personalities from.
Mm.
To
I love
bring
that. You're on
something new to
fire.
that character. Yeah.
You're just dropping gems tonight.
Yeah.
Shout out, hi,
Um,
upscale. Sending love. Yeah, it's so crazy. You just had such an amazing journey. What things do you have coming up for you?
uh, Nothing at the moment. Did a call back this morning for a commercial audition, so we'll see how that goes. If we hear anything back from them, and sending in tapes in the meantime, and trying to do some of my own filming and things like that. Trying to get into that a little bit on the side, but other than
Okay.
that, just keeping the ears flat and keep working, sending myself tapes.
I love that you are such a hard worker too. Is you're really practicing your skill and you're really perfecting it and you're really just developing your talent.
Yeah, definitely. As an actor, I think that's what you're paid for, is to work behind the screen, not to work on screen. As you're rewarded for the time you spend off of camera working on your craft and all of that.
That's
So
such
you have to spend time behind camera working on your craft.
Yeah, that's such a good point. Who would you say has been one of your greatest influences on your journey? And what is the best advice that someone has given you?
Um, I've had a couple of influences in my journey.
Mhm.
Actors that influenced me, I think, was at a young age was Tom Hanks, Matthew McConaughey, and Leonardo DiCaprio as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're brilliant. They're just magnificent. So as a young kid, you look at them and you're like, oh, I hope one day I
Yeah.
could be like them. And so they push you to just refine, keep refining until you get to that level.
Mhm.
But yeah, throughout my journey, I've had a couple of headmasters, sports coaches, even friends of mine that are a year older than I am. That was truly inspirational. A great friend of mine We
Nice.
did athletics together, and he would always say that, listen, you're gonna be here for an hour, so might as well give it your all for the hour instead of wasting everyone's time, you know? And I've taken that into everything, you know. If you're on set, you're gonna be here for 8 hours, so might as well make the most of it, you know. Stop wasting your own time thinking, oh, I could be somewhere else or whatever.
Oh,
You're
I
gonna be
love
here for 8 hours. Make the most of it. Enjoy it. Find something to do.
Yes, I love that. Focus
Yeah.
and
Yes.
be present. And like you said, enjoy the journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is a role that you would like to do, or something musical, or something that no one knows about that you would like to embrace?
A role I would like to play, I think, as a series I grew up watching. It's called The Mentalist.
Mhm.
It doesn't necessarily have to be The Mentalist, but just a role that's similar because it was such a fun and engaging character. Like he was this
I like it.
he's the typical kid in the class that's always in trouble, but
Right.
he's never like bad trouble, you know. He's just always pushing the boundaries a little bit, you know. And I like that. I like pushing people's buttons every now and then if they're friends. Like that's a trait. If you know you're a friend of mine, if I start pushing your buttons a little bit, you know. So I'd love to play a role that like explores that a little more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a good show, and it is such an interesting character too.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
Very
lot to
fascinating.
it.
Mm.
Very fascinating. So, what is it what you would like to let the viewers know? Is there anything else that you want to share with the viewers?
Um, not really. I'm not a guy to share
Okay,
too much of my own personal life. But no, no, not really.
okay, okay. And what is it, before we go, that you would like to be remembered for? What is it that you would like to make an impression on others?
Oh man, I'm not always very good at it. But I would love people to just say that no matter the situation, I love them and I treated them with love and kindness and respect. Like more than anything, that's kind of what I would want. Is anyone that I do cross paths with or have crossed paths with, if they could just say that this guy truly just treats you with respect and kindness, man. Even doesn't matter who he is or where he's coming from or who I am,
Yeah.
just goes out of his way to care for me, and I respect that. Like, hopefully, I'm not very good at it at the moment. I'll be honest, but I'm trying. I'm trying.
That's the most
Yeah,
important part, is we need more kindness. We need more just forgiveness and gratitude.
yeah,
And just, we really need to shine light and make the world a better place.
yeah. It's this kind of phrase I feel like the spirit shared with me the other day. It's like, I'm a child of God, put here for you, just as you are for me. So if I live for you and you live for me, then heaven on earth is what we'll see. So it's really the thing of just like, let's live for each other, because if we all lived for each other, it would definitely be a better place.
Oh, I love that. Woo!
Yeah,
Yes, so much so. It
yeah.
has been such a pleasure. I could keep talking to you all night.
Definitely. It's been awesome talking to you, Jacqueline.
For sure. And I'm so excited for your journey, and I'm so excited to see where it goes and just to follow along. And you will have to keep updating us and keep letting us know all these many adventures that you go through.
Definitely will do. Same for
Sounds
you. Good luck with all of your adventures as well. Excited
Thank
to see
you
where
so
it goes.
much. Sounds good. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Arnold. And thank you everyone for joining us today. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe and share. Jacqueline Valdez Live, illuminating the world one voice at a time. Thanks, guys. Thank you.